There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, let's try that intro over again. Hey, cosplayers! Welcome to the Cosplay Apprentice, where I teach you how to forge your favorite fandoms in reality. I'm Skylar Osler, and today's apprenticeship we'll be working on the Pauldron. We're gonna continue on this. I try not to work on it at all in between live streams, just so you guys can see the full build that are following along, so you don't miss any steps on this. So we're gonna continue on with that, working on the straps. We created our buckle last time. We're gonna paint this separately from just this plastic, but it kind of gave it a night. We played around with the polyplastics color by recommendation of you guys here on the channel. And yeah, sorry about the audio on that, but I think we're raring to go now. So we've got our straps, right? And then we've got our buckle. So we need to attach our buckle, and we need to attach our straps to both the buckle and to the rings here. So we will move on to that right now. Let's jump into it. Bruce, hey, what's up? Long time no see. Welcome back. Okay. So actually, before we jump right in, I need to just run up and grab me a quick glass of water, because I didn't bring one down, and with all the talking I do, I usually get pretty hoarse. So I need to go grab me some water real quick. You guys time me, see how fast I can do it. Okay, sorry about the delay on that. Here we go, I'm back. All right. Keep that over there. All right, so yeah, let's jump in. So if I remember right, we've got this here, and then we wanted to Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what. Maybe when I messed with the computer, it knocked the sound out on us there. I apologize. Thanks for letting me know. Demon Jester, it wasn't just you, it's everybody. I apologize. It stopped. Wowza, welcome, welcome. Lego Builder, what's up? Cool, you guys, we got an awesome crowd. Okay, so let's continue on with this. So all I did was I just marked where I wanted to bring that strap around back to, right, with the silver pen there. Silver marker. And then same thing on this one. I'm going to mark kind of where we want to come around with this. And then I also need to mark roughly where. So I want to mark this line here where we're coming back to. And then I want to try to kind of center this. And I need to mark a little hole where I need to cut like a little gap in this for the pin part to come through, right? So I think it's going to need to come back to about here. So then we'll kind of do that same thing on this side. Okay. Let's see. You guys is the sound good now? Okay, good. After the video, can you check out my video of the modified 10th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver toy? Yeah, I'll try to check that out. Is the buckle 3D printed or how did you do it? That's, I'm C the artist. Great question. So we built this with moldable thermoplastic. It's polyplastics, moldable thermoplastic. Comes in these little pellets. And then you throw it in hot water. It becomes moldable, malleable, like clay kind of thing. And then you can shape it to whatever shape you want. It cools to a hard plastic. You can reheat and reshape it as many times as you want. And make anything out of it. Reuse the scraps. It's like nothing goes to waste. It's amazing. And the only limit is your imagination of what you can come up with. There's a link in the description that will take you to their website. And if you want to buy some, if you go through my link, it's actually an affiliate link, so I get a kickback. Helps me support my channel. Helps support my channel. So, yeah, hopefully that answered your question on that. It's super cool stuff. I love it. I use it in most every one of my cosplays one way or another, just because it's so versatile and helpful. Hey, Lego Builder, see ya. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in for a second. Wowza, I think you're on a little bit of a delay, but I think you'll get the answer momentarily. So I put a link in the description. Let me make sure that it's there. Yeah, so I have a Polyplastics link in the description. So hopefully that answers your question, Wowza. And yeah, I'm glad. Thanks for asking questions, guys. I appreciate it. I always love when I get lots of interaction from you guys. And the more comments and stuff and questions we get in a live stream, the better it helps my channel show up in searches and helps my channel grow too. So, Demon Jester, I use alcohol inks to color it too when it's warm. Cool, that's awesome. Yeah, I've seen some people use like paint pigment powders or things like that. So alcohol inks, huh? That's cool. Yeah, I just use Polyplastics has colored pellets. Where did that go? I guess it was already on screen here. So Polyplastics has colored pellet packs as well. And so And they come with, you know, this one's got blue, red, yellow, and white in their color pack. And then they also have another pack you can get that's gold and silver, the metallics. I think this also comes with black in this packet, but I think I used all the black. But yeah, so then you can dye it whatever color. That's how we did this one. We used the gold. I didn't put too much in just because, you know, we're going to paint over this, so I didn't want to waste too much of my gold pigment. But I wanted to show you guys how it worked. And so that was fun. So yeah, I guess you can, like Demon Jester says, you can use alcohol ink colors to dye it as well. And then, let's see. Cool. I'm C the artist. Thanks. Glad you found it. Perfect. That's great. Wowza, just got done eating a ghost pepper curry. Oh my goodness. Cece, oh, what the? Wowza, that sounds like, yeah, that sounds pretty painful. I can't even imagine that, man. CC Wiz just got a gallon of contact cement at Ace for $9.99. What? A gallon for 10 bucks? That sounds like a pretty good deal. I'm gonna have to check that out because I think I can't remember how much I get this for. I think it's 7, and this is only like 16 ounces. So yeah. What brand is it? CC Wiz, what brand is that contact cement at Ace Hardware? Because I'm going to have to check that out. That's pretty legit. Alrighty. So, we've got this area cut out. That's where we're going to put our buckle strap, right? So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip that over now. My heat knife should be heated up. You can do this with just a regular razor blade as well. I just like using the heat knife, especially since I am cutting through both the foam and the nylon webbing that we lined underneath it. Looks like I missed some edges here. There we are. And then one more little thread in this corner. Thread eliminated. All right. Okay, so now let's take a look and see if this will work for us. Do a test fit. It's not too bad. Can maybe open it up just a tad bit more to give it a little bit more room in there. But it's not too bad at all right there. So let's just open it up just a tad bit more. Let's see. Oh, so it was Weldwood brand. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. So on sale from normally 35 bucks. That's amazing. Demon Jester, I use polymorph plastic, moldable plastic. I get 150 grams for under 10 bucks. Nice. I'm not sure what the grams to ounces conversion is. I really like the price on the polyplastics. I haven't used polymorph personally, but I have used Instamorph and polyplastics, and I really like the polyplastics formula. I like how soft it gets, how you can easily mesh the two pieces together seamlessly. With some of the other ones, I feel like they didn't stick well enough or didn't get soft enough to be able to like completely meld together seamlessly. But yeah, awesome. Polymorph as well as another one that's just the same brand. So Wowza says, what exactly is the Pauldron for? That's a great question. It's not really for anything except for just my own little made-up character. So I was just kind of drawing up this character. It's the Cosplay Apprentice character. So it's just kind of for fun to build a pauldron, and then, you know, it can just be my fun, like, my own made-up character that we're making. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question there. So let's open this up a little bit. I'll have to hit the bottom with the with some fire as well or something, just to make sure that the nylon webbing doesn't fray. Or actually the heat knife actually does a pretty good job of kind of sealing it. Sorry guys, I keep going out of frame here on you. Let's see. Wowza says, radical. Demon Jester, I've been looking for a clear moldable plastic, one that, clear one, but I've not found it. Yeah, no, I actually reached out to Polyplastics and asked them if that's a possibility to be able to create a clear one, and he checked with his manufacturer and everything to see if that's even a possibility, and they said that not with the same properties that the moldable plastic has on its own, that's not really possible to make something that's clear, the transparent, and still has the same properties. My guess is they can do it with you know, like hot glue is a similar type of material. I'm sure it's probably created in a similar way, but has, you know, like it gets a lot stickier and isn't as like moldable by hand kind of thing because of the higher temperature and stickiness. So you might be able to just, I mean, maybe you can figure out a way to do it with some clear hot glue, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, definitely. Where did I get my heat knife? I got mine on Amazon. And I think I have a link to it in my kit. If you guys go to the link in the description, it'll take you to my kit. And I have a bunch of my links to different products that I use and get from Amazon and different things on there. Also, I was just at Harbor Freight the other day, and I saw a wood burning tool kit that had a knife and a bunch of other attachments. I don't know if it came with as many attachments as this one did, but it was only like 10 bucks. So I was like, "Ooh, maybe I need to get that, try it out, and see if I can recommend that one to people." See the artist. Wowza, you can make it from a soldering iron or wood burner. You just buy a kit to attach it to. Yeah. So basically, yeah, it's like a wood burning tool, and then it's got this little attachment that sticks in and screws into there that kind of pinches down on the knife part on the blade. So yeah, because there's like stuff out there that says that it's like a, you know, foam cutting knife or wire or whatever, and that's not really gonna work for our purposes. That's more for like shaving off of like styrofoam type of foams more so, or like a foam board, cutting foam board. It works kind of like a, if you guys have seen the King of Randoms one that he makes, he kind of uses it like a little skill saw or something like that, where you can kind of cut the foam really sleek, and it's just a hot like rod or whatever, like thin rod that's heated up that can cut through little foam stuff. But that doesn't really work for what we're doing. But I have found that this wood burning blade works really great. So Awesome, awesome. Great questions. Okay, so we need this to come through here, and then this to tuck around like that. And voila. There we go. We got ourselves a buckle. Cool, cool. So I'm going to pull this out, and I'm gonna figure out what we need to do on this side, and then I'm gonna pull out the contact cement and we'll get everything all set up. So then this side is gonna attach in to this back loop here. So we may want to also mark, because I marked along here on this one, but we also want to mark where the edge of the ring goes too. So, and maybe kind of mark along where that ring is gonna go to and sit. We want that ring to be open and not sticky, and we want it to actually be able to slide in there. Like if leather was just wrapped around it, it can have a little bit of play in it. So I'm going to do that same thing here. That'll tell us where we need to put our contact cement to get our straps going. And then this side we won't need to cement at all, because we're just going to kind of cut this to like a little belt-like taper. And we'll see what length we need to cut that down to once we kind of get it wrapped around. And then we'll punch some holes to be able to put the thing through. So, all right, let's see. What do we got? Boom, boom, boom. Also just got 4 inches of my hair cut off, and my hair is still pretty long. Wow. That's amazing. Cutting off 4 inches and still having it pretty long. That's awesome. Demon Jester, Jay. I was just told about this Warbler crystal art. Clear moldable thermoplastic pellets. What? 4.4 ounces. Friendly plastic beads. What? Okay, just real quick, I'm gonna look it up. Wait, so those 2 different things? Great question. I'm C the artist. After you've kind of molded, after it's hardened to a hardened plastic, then the best way to do it is just to come in with a heat gun and heat up just sections of it, and then work from there. And you can, the longer you heat it up, the more it's going to heat it to its core. If you just heat it a little bit, you can just heat up the surface and then smooth out the surface. Or like come in with, a little, little thing and just like shape in some detail or something like that with just the surface kind of heated up. But yeah, great question. Or you can heat up a section right here and then pinch it out a different direction, that kind of thing. I took my sword out of here, but I have this one. This isn't my best one. I have another one that I did that was better, but so this was all done with the moldable thermoplastic, the hilt on this Master Sword. So so yeah, you can kind of see. And for those of you that were on last time, I showed you my Inigo Montoya sword and the detail that I was able to get into that. So this is all the moldable plastic as well, all along here, and then also the pommel. So, you know, you kind of just get it to its basic shape. So I was telling everybody last time, the technique I call it is, I call it the bats. Oh shoot, what was that? Sorry, just a second, guys. Ooh. Okay. The bats technique, basics and then specifics. So you got basics and then specifics, spells out bats. And basically that idea is just that you get the moldable plastic into its basic shape, putting it in the hot water, pull it out, shape it into the basic shape, kind of just the outline. Like let's say if it's a pommel, you kind of get it into the rough, like rounded, pointed shape. And then you wait for it to cool, and then you just heat the outside, and then you start to add in the details and the specifics from there, right? So, Demon Jester J, can you put that link in the comments for me, and I'll approve it to be visible? Because I really want to check that out. Because that would be really cool. So yes, please, if you have that link, post it in the chat here. I'm See the Artist. OMG, I love Ocarina of Time. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Hopefully that answers your question on there. And then I have a video on how I made the Master Sword from Ocarina of Time. So feel free to check that out. That was actually one of the first videos that I made. So it was a lot of fun doing that one. All right, cool. Moving on. So yeah, I was saying we'll just punch holes for this to fit through there. So, okay, let's throw down some contact cement, eh? CC Wiz asked how my Christmas was. It was fantastic. The boys had a great time. You know, with a 4- and 2-year-old, Christmas was super fun, super exciting, and it was super magical. So we had a blast. Hope you guys' Christmas is all great as well. Wowza just shared the stream on their Google Plus page. Yeah, thank you. That's legit. I appreciate it. And once again, I'm so grateful to all of you guys that are here every week and everything. You know, it just means so much to me that you guys tune in and take the time to hang out, just to hang out with me and do cosplay stuff. It's so much fun, and thank you, Wowza, for sharing the link. I hope that helps to kind of reach out to some more people and build up this audience. So, CC Wiz, I'll check out my Instagram. Yeah. Hey, cosplay noob, Don, what's up, man? Hey, how's your new airbrush? Have you given it a try yet that you got for Christmas? Okay, mask. About to do some contact cement. Got to get my mask on. Gonna get my mask on. Wowza got a heat gun and rotary tool for Christmas. Perfect. Those are two very good tools to get. Like, I mean, you'll be set to be able to make like tons of stuff with those two tools. Like, that's awesome. Those are the first two I got. I got my heat gun. I was doing some stuff, and then not too long after, I saved up and got like a $20 rotary tool, and those have just been like so awesome. So. Perfect. I'm excited for you. That's great. You're well on to your way of building up your cosplay arsenal, as I like to say. Let's see. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. That's all right. I probably wouldn't. It's not too long after Christmas yet, and I know usually for me, scared you're gonna screw it up. I know. I was watching a video on Tested. And Adam Savage was about to do this one-day build, painting a sword, and he pulled out his airbrush and he hadn't cleaned it out, and he's like, "Oh no, I haven't cleaned this out. It's all clogged up." And then it's like half the video was him like cleaning out his airbrush for like I don't know how long. I put it in 2 times speed and they were cutting, so I'm sure it took a while, but he had to sit there and get it all cleaned out. Finally got it cleaned out, and then he was able to paint the sword. But I can see, I know what you mean. I'm scared to get one just because I'm like, I don't know how to use one of those. But only one way to do it, right? You got to jump in and just try, I guess, right? Wowza, missing a major piece though. What are you missing? Okay, so let's move this into frame. Oh, I know what you're missing, Wowza. You need your cosplay apron. Right? Your cosplay apron or your cosplay apprentice. That's the key element right there. Sorry, just a second. Once I get this glue on, I'll get to your guys' comments again. That's the nice thing about working with contact cement is while we're waiting for the glue to dry, we get a good little opportunity for discussion. Sorry, just a second, everybody. Now, once again, you want to like lay it on thick on the nylon webbing part, especially. It probably shouldn't be too bad because we already coated it on the other side, so it's kind of absorbed a lot of the glue in general, so it shouldn't be as porous and absorbent, but just to be safe, just lather it up on the nylon webbing part because it likes to eat the glue. Set that off to the side. Almost there. Okay. Fun times, gluing up some straps. If I had like a professional like studio set up here, I'd like cut to some like sweet commercial break where it's like me advertising all of my other videos to you guys. It'd be like, have you ever wanted to be Link from Zelda Ocarina of Time? Well, now you can with the Cosplay Apprentice Zelda Master Sword. Have you ever wanted to be Wonder Woman? Well, now you can with the Cosplay Apprentice Wonder Woman tiara, breastplate, and skirt. Yeah, I should totally do like infomercials, guys. Okay, all right, let me catch up on the comments here. Okay, all right, I gotta move these over to this side to dry. Okay. Missing a major piece though. Thierry from Brazil, I think. Welcome, welcome. Go to Amazon, put this after Warbler, crystal, thermo, plastic. Copy that. Pretty sure it's called a shank. Wowza, is that in response to the missing piece that you're missing? Is a shank? Let's see. Oh yeah, Bruce. Bruce is asking what this is wrapped around my right hand, and the answer is it's a cool little glove with LED lights built into the finger and thumb. But I have, you know, it's a glove that doesn't cover my fingertips so I can work with stuff. But then if I'm working on like a project or I'm like drawing or I'm cutting along a line or something like that, sometimes when you draw on the darker foam with like a pen, this one it's not black foam, it's kind of gray, so it shows up a little bit better. But sometimes it's hard to see on black, and I can just turn on the light when I'm cutting and it, you know, lights it up. Sometimes it's hard for the camera to see things, so I'll be able to kind of just light it up, point the light inside there so you guys can see things better. So yeah, some people think they're like, what happened to your hand? Is everything okay? But yeah, it's just actually just a little glove that wraps around with a light. So hopefully that answers your question, Bruce. And then on this hand, I have just like a little like leather band, and I just use it to store my pens, just so that they're always on me, on my wrist. And then I think probably since you've been here too, Bruce, I added this. It's just like a little hairstylist bag that I added a couple straps to and turned it into a drop-down leg holster that holds my switch camera angle so you guys can see this full screen. Yeah, so it's just like a little hairstylist bag, but I can hold my scissors, my tin snips, my honing knife thing, and then my razor blade, all in there. And they're just like right at my side, so if I'm standing up working, or even if I'm sitting down, it's just kind of like they're just all right there, you know. So helps me keep stuff off the table so I can have more room to put stuff down. Alright, so let's see. I'm C the artist. I want your Instagram. Mine is the same like my name in here, BTW. Definitely want to try that crystal art clear moldable plastic if you can find it. Yeah, I'll check out that link that Demon Jester posted, I think, or whoever it was. Sorry. Yeah, my Instagram is just cosplay_apprentice. Don, I know Sean X uses Windex mixed with his paint. I assume it's to help with cleaning afterwards. Oh, cool. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting me a airbrush for Christmas too. I got some Amazon gift cards for Christmas, and I'm thinking maybe I might go for it. I might pull the trigger. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do tons of watching reviews and figuring out how to clean them and everything. I'm just so bad at cleaning brushes and everything after I paint too, so. Thierry, hey bro, do you speak Brazilium? Or Portuguese? I don't speak Portuguese. South America memes, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I speak French, but not Portuguese. Sorry. CC Wiz, Olivia wasn't feeling too good today, so she's just going to bed early. Wowza, yes. Don, I seen a few shanks while I was working on as a correctional officer. Creeper, where did you get your glove and utility cuff? Oh shoot. That's right, I was gonna put a link to the glove. I got them on Wish, and so I can actually add Wish links to my kit as well as Amazon links. So I need to put them in there. Okay, I know I said that I would try to remember to do that, and I think I either like silence my alarm or something like that afterwards, but let me set a reminder real quick to do that after the live stream. I'll get both the links to this, and I think I even got the hairdresser thing on Wish as well. So let me set a reminder to put those up on the just in the description of this video after the stream. I don't know how long it would take me, so I don't want to like take the time during the stream to do it, but set an alarm for 11 o'clock.
Done. Your alarm's set for 11 p.m.
Perfect. Cool. So that'll go off in just a little bit. Okay, I'm See the Artist. Just saw that you started following me. CC Wiz. Sweet. Green Lantern Man, that's looking awesome. Did you use foam on the chest piece there? That's looking sweet, man. Okay. Man, I got way far behind on the uses that for thinning the Windex for thinning the paint. Okay. Cherry. I'm sorry, I don't understand it. Thinning makes sense. CC, nice to know. Good video. Thank you, Cherry. Oh yeah, you followed me on Kit. Sweet. Thanks, CC Wiz. The lack of likes on this stream is disturbing. That's right, Wowza. Let's raise the roof, people. Come on. All right. Cool. Now I'm all caught up, and I think that our contact cement is not quite ready. Close. There's some of it that's still a little bit tacky on the... I think the foam sections are probably good, but let's give that just a little bit longer. While we're waiting on those then to dry. So we talked about doing, let me get this off. So we talked about adding that little addition on where it kind of drops down on the arm here. So I'm thinking we can kind of start planning that out a little bit. I don't think it needs to be too thick. And I'm kind of running out of my foam. But let's see, like, it doesn't have to be too wide to kind of wrap around there. Let's see how I drew it. So, okay, so if you guys can see that, let me switch camera angles here. There's my mouse. Okay. So if you can see this upper part, I kind of have it curved down in the center. And then this other part, I've got kind of curving out around the bicep like that. So, so that first part comes down to about the probably, you know, where, I don't know muscle names, I should probably learn those, but where this like shoulder, is this the deltoid or something like that? I have no idea. This muscle right here comes down and meets the bicep. So I'm thinking that that first one will probably come down to there, and then the second one will come down to like just before my elbow. So like down to there. So let's see. It's gonna kind of sit up in here a little bit and then come down to right there and then wrap around a little bit like that. I'm just kind of roughly marking I just kind of did a rough wrap around my arm there, and it was like kind of this wide to kind of get around how I wanted it around my arm, and then the tip I was having coming down to like right about there. So I wanted to kind of come down and then angle in towards that center point. So let's pull out my pen here. Let's kind of, well, let's do it with the marker, I guess, so it shows up better for you guys on camera. And I think, if my memory's serving me correctly, if we just do a straight line there, once we add in the wrap around the curve, we'll kind of get that little angled curve that is seen there. So now I'm just going to kind of fold that in half there. And this time, rather than cutting it out with the razor like I usually do, I'm just going to kind of do a rough cut, a little larger than what it is, just with the scissors here. So let's see. Let's change that camera angle again. Once we kind of get that in place there, yeah, you see how once that kind of curves down, that straight edge kind of gets that little bit of a curve in it right along here, right along here that I was talking about. Cool. So actually, I think I might just go with this longer length that I just cut of it rather than that shorter bit that I was estimating. So let's just kind of fold that in half here, and then I'm just going to trim off that extra bit that's left over. Cool. So just like that, that's our first piece. Now let's check on the contact cement and your guys' comments. I think the contact cement might be ready, so let's just catch up on questions, comments real quick. Demon Jester, have a good night. Sorry you have to go so soon. Let's see, Amazon.com/boom. I think I'm checking to see if that link worked. Warbler crystal art. Interesting. Clear moldable thermoplastic pellets. 25 bucks for 4.4 ounces? Holy Mackinaw, that's expensive. What is up with Warbler and being so expensive, guys, right? Alright, let's see.
Okay. Just took off my respirator after wearing it for like an hour. That's always such a relief, right, CC Wiz, when you finally get to take your respirator off? So, who has all seen The Last Jedi? What did y'all think of it? I've seen it. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't seen it, but I will just say that I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really liked it a lot. I know there's people that are pretty critical of it, but I thought it was awesome, tons of fun, and I'd recommend you guys see it. Bruce thought it was very cool as well. Let's see. Don, wowza, that's one touchy subject from what I've been seeing on YouTube, lol. I know, right? I feel like a bunch of people are complaining about it, but I don't know, I quite liked it. Some parts are a bit questionable, but overall it was a good movie in my opinion. Yeah, I agree, wowza. I mean, like, there's plot holes, obviously. Every Star Wars, it wouldn't be Star Wars without plot holes. Do you know what I mean? Like, every movie of the entire saga has had giant plot holes in it. But I feel like it's just, that stays true to the thing. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely some questions that I have, and I'm kind of like, oh, well, that was interesting. Why did that happen? Or it left me with a lot of questions of like, well, who was that person, and what was this, and stuff. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I want to go back and watch it again and catch stuff that I missed. Let's see. I'm See the Artist. What if you add a big green or blue or red colored plastic crystal also for the belt in chest area with nice rounded sculpting? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Cosplay noob. I read an article in Forbes that said the second week its sales have plummeted to the worst of any Star Wars movie. I'll probably wait until it hits Vudu. Yeah, I don't know. So you haven't seen it yet, Don? I'm making sure. Make sure I remember your name right. I'm pretty sure Cosplay Noob is Don, right? Probably wait till Voodoo. I'm old. Nothing can compare to my 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I don't know why. It seems weird that they would like change directors and stuff in the middle of things, but who knows? Hollywood and the politics that go on in those situations. Like, you know, I've heard of entire like crews being fired from a set just because the actor, like, one day they were having troubles getting like stuff set up on a set, and then like they're like wanted everybody gone for that day. You know, it's like crazy stuff. You never know what reasons they have for having changing directors and whatnot. Don, I would still say I don't know. I probably get a lot of flack from people, but I like all of the Star Wars movies so far, including 1, 2, and 3, because I feel like there's a lot of awesome things in 1, 2, and 3. Like, for example, Darth Maul, and like probably the coolest lightsaber fights that in all of the Star Wars saga so far was in Phantom Menace with Darth Maul, and pod racing was super sweet, and you know, some really cool stuff, and like, I don't know, just like seeing the Jedi in their heyday with the Clone Wars, and just like tons of Jedi fighting a bunch of people all at once was pretty awesome. But so I've appreciated all of them, but I've really been liking the last couple that they've put out, especially Rogue One was super awesome. But I don't know, I would see it in theaters, man. If you're a Star Wars fan and you don't go to see Star Wars in theaters, I don't know. Wasn't a fan of Force Awakens either, but thought Rogue One wasn't half bad. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I heard they were bringing J.J. Abrams back for the next one, though, but I can't. I'm not sure. But just watched 1, 2, and 3 today. Wow. Nice. He chose to direct it after reading the script. He even said he wishes they chose to direct it after reading the script. Wow. CC Wiz, man, you know everything. That's awesome. All right, cool. I think our contact cement is set up. So let's get going on that. So I need to make sure that I'm doing this the right way. So we want, this is the part that our buckle is going to come through. We want it to come up through here, but this needs to get tucked through here. All right, guys, we got one shot at this. Got one shot. So I'm just gonna line up the end here along this line first because I knew that's how far I wanted it to go, and then we'll try to kind of situate stuff better before clamping it all down. So now I want to keep these kind of flush and tight and straight as possible here throughout this process. And then I'm going to kind of pinch in around this first and then push in around the rest. Probably should have tried to not glue in this area where it touches the belt so that it could swivel in there, but such is life. Sometimes hindsight is 2015. You know what I mean? Because 2015 is a better eyesight than 2020. So, all right, not too bad though. I mean, that's a pretty decent little buckle, especially once we get it painted. All right, so now on this side, this is the front. So remember, we got to make sure we're attaching it to this front ring here. So that's going to fit on properly. Okay. So now this one we did plan ahead and we made sure we didn't cover the area where the ring is going to sit inside. So that's nice. And then we'll just pull this around, lay this end down along our line. And then just kind of push it along, push it on back, push it on back, glue it all down. There we go. All right, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Do you have anything so old that you ever catched on camera, not ready? On camera, not ready project or ready, and we can see it? Do you have any so old that you never caught on camera, not ready project or ready, and that we can see it? Even if the only agreed to Force Awakens do it. So yeah, I'm the artist. Let me think. Stuff that never. I've got a couple things that never made it on camera. I did a Hawk Girl cowl, as well as the Hawk Girl, the mace. That's the word I was trying to think of. And then I also did like a Ron Weasley wand. I also did... Ugh, that's a horrible sound. Trying to think, what else?
My Assassin's Creed costume I built without ever filming anything of the process or anything. That one you can see, I think I have pictures of it on my Instagram. But yeah, that's a good question. Oh, you guys, for a second I got really nervous that I did the wrong sides. Whew, that was scary for a second. No, but we're good. So let's see. Alright, and then even if he only agreed to do Force Awakens, they could have gone without scrapping his entire setup. I think they should have kept Snoke's mysteriousness rather than turning him into the whatever. Yeah. Don't want to spoil anything for anybody, so I won't comment too much on that, but did you get to start a mask over the holidays? Didn't get to start a mask over the holidays, but did start a Boba Fett blaster rifle from Return of the Jedi. And if you asked if I'd build it for him, sweet, that's awesome, Don. Boba Fett blaster, I've seen that a couple times, and I've thought, hey, maybe that might be fun to do. So yeah, I'll have to check out yours, live vicariously through you on that one. As powerful of a Sith Lord as you build a... Cool. So, I'm going to switch camera angles here. Okay, so we've got our strap here. And I'm thinking I might have to actually... No, I think this will work. Sweet. Oh, whoops. Okay, so get this into position here and that into place. You guys, whoops. Okay, so this happens in cosplay. Once I kind of got this all tightened down, this went back way further than I wanted it to because I can't really reach it to like cinch it up back here. And I wanted it further up. So we're just gonna, I want it to be, I could even be fine with having it like clear up here if we went way short, but I want it at least like right here kind of thing. So we're gonna have to refigure out where we're gonna have that glue in. So such is the life of cosplay. Sometimes you just get going on something, mess up, and you have to backtrack and fix it. But it's no big deal. Luckily we're working with inexpensive, easy to use materials, so it's not like it's the end of the world. So I'm just going to cut it right here. We're going to have to cut this off of the ring. We're going to have to re-glue it and then make this just a lot shorter. Foam and wrapping paper roll mostly, but dang if it doesn't look like it so far. That's awesome. Isn't that the best when you're like, yeah, all that is foam and wrapping paper, a wrapping paper roll, but it looks like Boba Fett's blaster. Yeah, that's like so awesome. That's like my favorite stuff. Just using these like everyday things or these things that you wouldn't think could be a Boba Fett blaster and then you just turned it into it. That's awesome. Editing a green lantern costume DIY. Sweet, CC Wiz. That's awesome, man. Keep it up. Way to go. Okay, so I'm going to actually hold this on me here this time. this is on my shoulder like that. And this is pulled tight. That's going to sit right about there. Is that going to get in the way of my arm moving around? Not too bad. That should be okay. Alright. So basically I'm just going all the way to there. So all I need to mark is where the ring's going to be. And then just load the rest up with contact cement. Okay. As usual, there's always some kind of delay, but well, as you can tell, I feel very strongly about Star Wars related things. Yeah, definitely, definitely can tell. No, that's great. Okay, let's see here. I gotta change the camera angle so you guys can watch me put on contact cement. Hey Don, I don't know if I ever saw your final Desert Eagle Deadpool guns. Did you finish those up? I'm trying to remember if it was Deadpool, Desert Eagles, or which ones you were making. I don't think I ever saw the final product though. How are those going? I'm See the Artist says, what is the best cosplay artist in YouTube? Well, I don't know. That's tough to say. There's a bunch of amazing people. Oh, that reminds me, you guys. I need to put a post of this, but the other day I found out that I was ranked on this like site that does, you know, like news stories or different things or whatever. I got ranked in the top 75 cosplay channels in the world, and I was actually like number 26 or something like that in the world on their list of top cosplay channels. So that's pretty exciting stuff, guys. Thank you for all your support in helping me to get to that point and to be seen by them and everything. You guys are awesome. That just reminded me when with that question. Let's see. What is the best cosplay artist in YouTube? Oh, I know. It's Cosplay Apprentice. Yeah, that's right. Just what's up. Yeah, that's legit, man. But yeah, I mean, like, there's tons of great ones on there. Zon Zombie is amazing. I think my I've been pretty impressed with Zing Prod lately. He just puts stuff together so quickly and so well, and he just like really aces utilization of like the undercuts and angled cuts and just doing all kinds of cool stuff. And he just cranks out so much stuff. It's amazing. He puts together some really awesome things. And his Iron Man build lately has just been blowing me away. So Zingprod's awesome. I don't know if Bill Duran necessarily considers himself a cosplay artist so much as just a maker / builder, you know, like a prop maker builder kind of person that does cosplay kind of thing. But definitely, I mean, he's amazing. Evil Ted, same thing. I don't know if he considers himself necessarily a cosplayer, but his stuff's great too. Let's see, Don, the 1911s for Red Hood completed, just needs painting. Awesome, cool, man. I'm excited to see those and how they turn out. What are you doing for? Are they generally like a black pistol with like kind of a, you know, silver rubbed off, like worn points, or is it like a silver looking type of gun on that, Don? Then I'm See the Artist. Wowza, yeah, it is. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. Nice, congrats. Thanks, Don. Yeah, that was pretty cool to see. They sent me a link saying, hey, you've been voted onto the like top cosplay channels in the world. And I'm like, what? Have you ever heard of Lost Wax or Will from Epic Fantasy? Yeah, Chris over at Lost Wax like is super cool. I love his stuff. I want to do kind of like what he does at the beginning of his videos where he puts together the fun little like live action thing of him using the prop. Like, but it's hard enough already for me to put out content without doing that before. And so I'm like, maybe once I'm doing it full time, I'll have enough time to be able to do that. So, but no, I love Lost Wax, his channel. He has some amazing stuff. He had a really cool idea for doing shields. I don't know if you guys have seen my Captain America shield video. I kind of did a similar thing, just making the shield out of one sheet of one square of EVA foam. But he had a brilliant idea to like shrink wrap it around a yoga ball and put it in his hot car to get it to the shape of a domed shape for a shield. It was genius. He's amazing. Epic Fantasy, I've seen a bunch of his stuff. And she's gorgeous too, Zombie. That is not Zingprod. Zingprod's gorgeous in his own way too, man. No, they're all super awesome. Yeah, flat black with probably some silver dry brushing on the edges to make it look worn. Sweet. Cool, cool. Yeah, those are... It's nice when, like, guns are, like, black with, like... And then you can just do, like, the silver dry brushing on it. It's always, like, so hard to decide how you're going to do it with... I mean, I guess you just do gunmetal paint, but... Whenever it's kind of, like, actually more of a metallic-looking gun, it's like, okay, well, how do I go about doing that? To where it's not too shiny, but it's, like... I don't know. I always find that a little bit trickier than the black, but... let's see. That's still a little wet on there, but... yeah, so I guess we can keep figuring that out, this piece. Sorry, you guys are just looking at a table with nothing on it. I keep doing that to you guys. Instead of switching camera angles when I'm actually talking to you. Yeah, no, he's hilarious. He has like this super dry sense of humor and just is like, I just love his like ramblings where he just like kind of rambles himself into a hole and then he's just like, so yeah, it's whatever, man. No, he's super fun. I saw that the Captain American Shield vid was kind of hilarious because I live in Finland and it's cold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm like, I kind of want to try that technique, but it's like wintertime and here in Utah, it gets pretty cold in the winter. And I'm like, I don't know if we'd have enough heat and sun to try to do it here in the winter. But soon as it starts to warm up in springtime and stuff, I'm gonna give that a try. But that's funny. Sweet, you're in Finland? That's awesome. I've heard that Finnish is like the hardest language to learn. So, good on ya for already knowing it. Everything else is probably just easy for you. Have I heard of William Shakespeare? Yeah, I've watched a bunch of his stuff. We have a couple videos of where we build similar props as each other too, so that's fun. And I think I've seen him comment on my channel before, so that was cool. But yeah, he does some great stuff too. It's pretty impressive. He, with the materials he uses, he actually produces some really cool stuff. So, and does a good job. So, yeah, I've seen him. Trying to think of some of the other ones that I watch frequently. Odin Makes. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He does some cool stuff. He recently just did a Captain America shield as well, using Chris from Lost Wax's method. Yeah. No, it's so fun that there's just so many people creating awesome content on YouTube. I just love YouTube, you guys. It's like, I don't know if I've told you before, but I just call it the Matrix. Because I can just learn anything from YouTube. It's like, hey, I know how to do this. I just like download it from the Matrix to my brain from YouTube. Like just, and then I can do it. It's just so cool. Wowza, personally not much of a fan of his. Yeah, I haven't seen much of his latest stuff. I need to get back on and see what he's been up to lately. But I was watching his stuff maybe more about a year and a half ago or so. Back when my channel was still pretty new too. But also just a question, who was the number one on that list? I want to say it was Cam Wee. Was number one on there. I'm trying to remember. But I'm pretty sure she took the top spot. Yeah, I'll have to try to get that link and post it somewhere for you guys, like maybe on the Build Guild. Oh, for those of you that are on here and new, I'm See the Artist, and Bruce, who hasn't been here for a while. Bruce, if you're still on, make sure to get on. I have a link in the description to our, we created like a secret Facebook group for our community. We call it the Build Guild. So make sure to go on there and request to join, and I'll add you guys. It's just great fun. We share each other like projects, progress with each other, ask questions, ask for ideas, and Don's on there a lot. He always has great ideas and comments and everything too. And he's shared some cool stuff. Ron is on there. He's the other one that got, if you guys saw his cyborg stuff, it's really cool. He's on there. He got a cosplay apprentice apron that he sports and stuff. There's some pictures of him in that, and he looks legit. He wears it better than I do, but and then let's see. But yeah, so any of you that are on here that haven't been on here before or for a while, make sure to hop on there and join that group because it's tons of fun. So. And then Cosplay Chris, yeah, he does some stuff. Lately I've just been seeing him do like unboxing videos and like product reviews and stuff. I haven't seen him making too many things, but I don't watch all of his stuff either, so maybe I've been missing things. But also just a question. Oh, who was the number one? Okay, I already got that. Wish he'd be more detailed in his builds, though. I liked his Star-Lord helmet, but he didn't do too much of explaining on it. Don, are you talking Cosplay Chris on that? I wish he'd be more detailed. or Zing Prod. Oh wait, no, Zing Prod didn't do a Star-Lord helmet. I'm guessing you're probably talking about Cosplay Chris. Yeah, Cosplay Chris is awesome. Wowza. Who? William. Wowza. Oh, okay. Yeah, William Shakespeare. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen too much of his stuff lately, but I can see that. Like, maybe just some more details on how he did certain things. All in YouTube are 1111. Matrix and all are learning from YouTube. All in YouTube are 1111. Matrix and all who are learning from YouTube are 010101. Yeah. No, that's legit. If you had to suggest a project I could do entirely out of foam board / foam core, what would you suggest? Entirely out of foam core or foam board? Out of like foam board, I would say try to do like a prop of some sort. I wouldn't try to do any costume things out of that, just because it doesn't wear very well probably. It can get damaged easily and that kind of stuff. But on a prop, you can more easily like coat it in like different things that'll give it some more rigidity and things. But yeah, I don't know. I'd recommend like a prop of some sort for that. Don, so yeah, you were talking about William Shakespeare, okay. No, I mean, I don't know what the number one is. I mean, like, I don't know who the number one is. Yeah, no, on that list, the number one was, I'm pretty sure it was Can We Cosplay. Oh, you don't know who that is, Can We. She does mostly Warbler videos, so that's where she started. She's doing a lot of foam stuff now, but she started in just kind of basically just doing tons of Warbler tutorials. She has a book on how to use Warbler and that kind of stuff. She's pretty well known in the cosplay community. She came to Salt Lake City Comic Con 2 years back, I think. Yeah. Yeah, there's a difference between William Shakespeare and William Shakespeare. Alright, let's see. Just saying, because I totally really have access to EVA Foam at the moment. Don't really have access to EVA Foam at the moment. Yeah, I mean, if you've just got foam core, you can do like layer that and different things and kind of and glue it together with like super glue and whatnot. And it's pretty easy to kind of cut, and you can do layers of it. And then if you coat it, I'm trying to remember for foam core, like foam board and that kind of stuff. I think foam board, you want to coat it with something like wood glue, or I've never used gesso. A lot of people use gesso. I don't know how that would work on it, but I know that on like foam, styrofoams, and different like foams that are more similar to that material, you can coat it with like wood glue. Just kind of paint it on with a paintbrush. You have to try to make sure you avoid getting like the streaks. If you use like a foam brush or something like that, that works as well. Just try to get it as smooth as possible, but then once it dries, it gives a nice hard shell around it and helps, you know, protect it a little bit more. Oh, sweet. Bruce is looking to try his first foam core project as well, wowza. So, that's awesome. Yeah, hey Bruce, I don't know if you were on when I mentioned the Build Guild. Make sure to, I can't remember if you've already jumped on there yet or not, but if you haven't, there's a link in the description to request to be added to our private Facebook group, the Build Guild. And we'd love to see your foam core project and the progress that you're making on it.
Don, Odin makes the chainsaw rifle from Gears of War out of mostly foam board, and it was legit. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Odin make stuff lately. He's pretty cool. He builds things similar to how I would envision building them a lot. A lot of like using PVC pipe and foam and like plastics. So I like a lot of his stuff. He's really cool. What that is that you can sparky the paint. Is that you can spray paint it? Are you saying that you can't spray paint the wood glue? Why was that? I made like a really big crocodile head once out of just like styrofoam that you buy from that's like insulation foam, and I stacked it together with using like the foam expanding filler foam and like pressed it down and kind of glued them together, and then I just carved a crocodile head and I used the wood glue to coat that. I did like probably maybe 2 or 3 layers, and a good technique when you're doing wood glue coating is put some food coloring, like take a little bit of the wood glue out, put it in a cup, put some food coloring in there, like a blue coat, like some blue or something like that, and mix it in so that when you put the wood glue coat down, you see it as a color, and then when you do your second coat, put like green in that time, or like red or something, and mix it so that you can see where you've coated, because it's really easy to miss spots. And if you coat it with the wood glue, then you can spray paint it. But you can't spray paint foam board on its own, otherwise it'll definitely eat it away. Large sheets of foam board, only $1 at the dollar store. What? Sweet, Bruce. Just joined the Build Guild. Yeah, I'll get you guys added on there for sure. Don checks the Build Guild 2 or 3 times a day. Awesome. I need to post on there more. I think I'll start posting on there more once I start working on my Black Panther helmet. So also, if you guys didn't see my my post, I can post on YouTube now, like community posts and stuff that goes out to everybody. I can do polls, pictures, and we can interact more just like outside of just videos, but just in general as a community. So that's cool too. But I put a poll out. It's going to close tonight at midnight, having you guys vote whether you want me to do the Civil War Black Panther mask, or if you want me to do the new Black Panther mask from the trailer, the newest trailer for the movie that comes out in February. And so I think, let's check the results right now, but if you guys haven't voted, hop on there and vote. Otherwise, the current standing is 60% of the votes for the new Black Panther helmet and 40% of the votes for the Civil War Black Panther helmet. So new Black Panther helmet's winning so far. We've had 148 votes, and yeah, so that's exciting stuff. Bruce, I just saw your request come through and approve. Awesome, awesome. Welcome to the Build Guild. Cool, let's see. Could you use Mod Podge in place of wood glue for coating foam board? I want to say yes. I haven't done it personally, so I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that that would work. That a lot of people kind of use Mod Podge and wood glue like interchangeably. I just find wood glue is pretty inexpensive. You can get like the big tub, like the big like vinegar-like bottle or container of wood glue for like not too bad a price at like hardware stores and stuff. And so that's just what I did. Let's see. If you don't layer exactly, it breaks a twig. And no, I can't mean without the wood glue, you can't. No, I mean without the wood glue, you can't. I hadn't thought of wood glue before. Oh, okay. Yeah, without the wood glue, you definitely can't spray paint it. That's one downside, because, I mean, I love to do spray painting. You know, there's a lot of other people out there that'll just do, like, brush painting and acrylics or whatever for their stuff, but like I at least like to get like my base coats all done with spray paint, and then I'll go in with other things to do like the weathering and, you know, additional stuff on top of that. But yeah, so definitely anything that's I can't spray paint, that's kind of a downer for me too. Could you blah, 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 let's see. Yeah, I voted on the Black Panther mask. Nice, Don. Which one did you vote for? So if you go to my channel, wowza, if you just go to the channel page, then you up at the top where it has like videos, playlists, that kind of thing, there's a community tab. And if you go to the community tab, that's where the poll is. I think I voted for the new one. Can't remember though. Nice. CC Wes says it does work as well. I think he's referring to the Mod Podge question. So, what time is it? Cool. We've still got a half hour, guys. Because I don't think I got on till like around 9, right? It was close to 9 when we started. Okay, so I think this is ready. So I'll keep an eye on your guys' comments here and stuff too as we do this. But I wanted to get this on. Because I'm excited to see this thing strapped up. Let's switch the camera angle. Come on, come on. There we go. Boom, boom. All right. Okay. So, now switching camera angle again. I unplugged my like little keyboard that gave me my shortcuts. Oh, wowza, good night. Thanks for joining in. Thank you so much for all your interaction, wowza. It's so much fun every time to always have you on the streams. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you and all your awesome comments and firing everybody up. You're awesome. Have a good night. See ya. Happy New Year. See you next year. Catch the end tomorrow. Oh wait, so I can't vote. A lot of my builds are rather craptastic. iOS doesn't have the new YouTube update yet. Oh, shoot. It's 12 here, so I'll say good night, guys. All right. Good night, Don. Thanks so much for tuning in. Always a pleasure to have you. Yeah, catch the rest on the replay tomorrow. And we'll see you. Oh, Wowza's still here. Oh, you were saying goodnight to Cosplay Noob. Okay. No worries, man. Good night, Don. Thanks so much. Okay. This is going to work out a lot better for what we were wanting to do, guys. Yeah, this is going to be sweet. So that holds on there pretty well. I am going to need to adjust this because I don't like the way it kind of flops down. I want it to stick out more. So we'll have to adjust that. And I think that'll just be a matter of like attaching something down here. Or putting like some Velcro up here or something. I don't know. But we'll figure that out. So now we need to cut our little holes here. So if I've got that wrapped around, I can probably get a hole in right there. So let's start with that. Oh, sorry, Wowza. I can't tell from the from the pictures. It looked like it was a picture of somebody with like of a girl. So I'm sorry on that, Wowza. Apologies. Thanks, CC Wiz. Old and tired are a whole horrible mix. I don't think I asked this, but is the buckle part made of polyplastics? Yes, it is. Don Cangrejo, hello, welcome.
Thanks for tuning in. All right. Okay, so let's put a hole right here where I just marked this. Sorry about that. It's so hard to tell gender from like YouTube handles, guys. I'm sorry. So ideally, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. So let's switch camera angles so you guys can see this. So to punch this hole, I mean, ideally I should probably switch out my knife tip with a different one so that I can, that's more of like a rounded hole punch thing. But just because I don't want to take the time to do that, I'm just gonna use this knife one. I'm gonna cut a little X there, and then I'm just gonna push it through because you can see that smoking, because it's not what it's meant to do. But the rounded part is about the diameter of the hole that I'm wanting to do. So I'm just gonna punch that all the way through there. And then come on the other side, kind of reinforce that punch. Smoking! Okay. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. All right, well, I mean, it punched the hole that we wanted, so we can test it, at least. I'm going to just take my little X-Acto knife here and just kind of trim some of the little crunchy bits that it pushed up on this side. And I can probably actually then go in with my honing thing and kind of use it like a little file there a little bit. All right, let's see. We've got Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. Nice. Pauldron for what character? Great question. So it's actually not a specific character from a show or anything. It's actually a character that I just designed myself. So it's kind of like this. It's the cosplay apprentice character. So you can see he's got my logo and stuff. But it's kind of like trying to give this feeling of like kind of like a blacksmith type of character, you know, with the apron and that kind of thing, and that like kind of suits up and, you know, decides to go fight or whatever. I don't know. I haven't come up with a backstory for him yet. But yeah, so this is the pauldron that we're making. just for this character that I've designed. I haven't completed designing everything for him yet or anything, but it's just kind of fun, and then it's an excuse to design a pauldron and just kind of go through the process of patterning and doing kind of that all the steps for doing that, and then you guys can take those principles and then apply it to make a pauldron for whatever, character you may want to. So
let's see. What about my new picture? Oh, did you just change your picture? It's not showing up with a new picture for me yet, but sorry about that, Wowza. Man, I'm sorry.
all right. Okay, so let's test this out and see if our little hole punch worked how we wanted it to. So I should be able to punch through there. Yeah, so now we'll need to cut this down, and I don't know, like right there we can do a nice little like leather wrap or something like around here that we can glue together. That'll kind of hold it down. But let's put the tip like right there. So I'll mark that with the pen. That'll be our tip. And then I want to kind of give it just a little belt look. So, I'll want it to kind of curve up to like a little bit of kind of a flattened / slightly rounded point there, and then kind of curve back. So something kind of like that. So let's see. Here we go, here we go. So this is kind of a little tricky because we're cutting through the foam and the nylon webbing underneath with kind of these rounded angles, so it takes a couple passes compared to normal. Nice thing about cutting it with that heat knife though too is that it does seal the edges of the nylon webbing for us at the same time, which is nice. Okay, let's give that a try and see how that looks. Yeah, Don, exactly. It's just an excuse to be able to make something out of foam and do a little foam project. Kind of on the in-between, because it's hard for me on the ones I'm filming for my main builds, you know? It's hard for me to do the live stream because then I have to dig through like 2 hours of footage to get to the pieces that I need to be able to put into my video. And so it's just a lot easier to do different projects specific for you guys in the live stream than what I'm doing for my builds personally. So, yeah, cool. like I said, I don't really like the way that this flops around, so we're gonna secure that down a little bit. And now that we have kind of that we're doing the drop down, then this can really just stick straight out. No problem, so. So, yeah, we don't want this flapping open because then you can kind of see the nylon webbing under there. So we'll just take a little piece of our like leather, create like a little loop strap that goes around there that can just slide on and hold that in place. So, but yeah, what do you guys think? That's looking pretty cool, huh? I think it's coming together. Gotta make sure the logo's not obstructed though. Should be pretty sweet. Then I figured, with the way we've been building this, I wanted to just be able to store my little like knife sharpening stone in there. We can like magnetize it in or something. But yeah, that's looking cool. So yeah, I definitely want to like tack this down. So I think we might actually, let's just use the contact cement and just tack that down so it sticks on straight. What do you guys think? Because we're gonna add the parts that come down on the arm, so we don't really need this to have that downward slope anymore onto the arm. And I can reach that just fine, so.
Ba-da-dum-ba-bum. Actually, it's very good. Has a medieval leather armor, like a look of a medieval
leather armor. Yeah, exactly. So we've added kind of that leather look to it with the foam. And if you go back and watch, I think I still have some of the videos up. I haven't taken them off yet. But we've kind of given this foam a leather look like that. And this is going to have kind of the leather look as well. And we're going to paint this silver. So this will be like a metallic, you know, piece, metal armor. And then this will be like kind of leather, you know, and a drop down of leather there. So it's kind of just got that main like metal piece. And then it's going to have like just all the leather elements on there. And then like the metal rings and stuff like that. And we just did these rings done from Polyplastics material. There's a link in the description where you can get this stuff. It's amazing. So definitely check that out.
Welby, what's up? Thank you. Yeah, I had a great Christmas. Hopefully you did too.
It was super fun. The kids had a blast. 4- and 2-year-old makes it a really enjoyable Christmas for sure. All right. So let's throw some contact cement on there, and then while that's cooling, we'll try to work on these pieces that are going to kind of drop down onto the arm. Oh, we also want to do that little leather strap piece, that's leather loop. So let's just pull. Want to go with the thinner foam that we had probably, which is over here. And let's just use a little piece that we did. Okay. So we already did the foam effect, or the leather effect on the foam. So let's have it go to right about there. And it doesn't need to be anything too big. We can just go, you know, like a little strip of something like that. Oh, sorry, you guys probably didn't see me draw that line. I just basically did like a 1/2 inch to a 3/4 inch. Somewhere in between there. Sorry, my blade's kind of getting a little loose. I'm just going to twist that back in tight. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Is polyplastics for sculpting? So it's actually, it's a moldable thermoplastic. Comes in these little pellets. I don't know if you can see. They're kind of like little beads of plastic, and you put them in hot water, and then they become like moldable. You can kind of meld them all together, and it kind of for sculpting. I mean, you can basically make anything out of it. It's a little bit different than sculpting, whereas sculpting's kind of more of a subtractive art. This is more of an additive method, where you kind of like, you know, you do a little bit of both. I mean, you kind of start with like a basic shape, and then when it cools to a hard plastic, you can reheat and then reshape it on the outside, add details, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's great. You can reheat it, reshape it as many times as you need to. Once you get it into kind of your basic shape, then you just come in with a heat gun and you know, heat it up the surface, and then shape that and everything like that. You can make basically anything. I mean, so we made this entire belt buckle out of the polyplastics, and we threw in some colored pellets to be able to dye it. They have different colors that you can get that you can put into it, so it just dyes it that color off the bat. But it also, polyplastics takes spray paint super well. Looks really good. You can make it super smooth, and you can make anything you can imagine. And you never waste any material because it's all reusable. You just, you know, take the scraps, throw it back in the hot water, then build something new out of it. So I even used it to kind of make a little makeshift head shape of myself. I kind of flattened out the polyplastic into sheets. They actually sell it in sheets now. They didn't at the time. And then I just kind of like heated up the sheets and placed it around my head, and it was a very complicated process. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing it, but it worked for a little makeshift mannequin head thing. Well, be good. I'm glad you had a good Christmas. With hot water. Yeah, Don. So you just, the softening temperature is 140 degrees. And yeah, you just put it, like, I just have like a pot of hot water, a pan. I put it in there, pull it out with some tongs, shake off the hot water, and then just like start to shape it. So yeah, I'm back. I was doing cat food for my 18-year-old cat. That's amazing. Wow. So it's good for prop and armor making. Nice. Yeah. So, I mean, especially props. And then if you check out one of my other videos, I go through how to use this stuff to make a material that I call polyarmor. You mix this with baking flour, and you kind of mix it together, and you roll it out with a pasta maker into thin sheets, and that works great for armor making as well. So yeah, I mean, this stuff, you can make anything out of it. Any little piece that you're like, how am I going to do that? And you're like, you can always just say, oh, well, if nothing else, I can always make it out of the polyplastics, because you can make anything with it. The only limit is your creativity, because you can do virtually anything. Like these seamless rings that we made on here with the polyplastics, you know? Just like, you wouldn't be able to get a seamless ring like that with basically anything else, unless you like poured it or something, right? Did like a mold and then cast it and poured it. So cool. So I just cut this piece of our little leather strap. We'll want to, this will like wrap around here. And we'll just kind of overlap it a little bit and glue it to itself. I'm just going to kind of mark that spot where the overlap will go. And then our little leather piece that comes in will be able to tuck in underneath there, and it can hold it down so it doesn't flap up. Just mark that, and then also mark along there. Okay. Cool. So let's do some more. Let's see. Shoot, we got 6 minutes left. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, so basically, I'm just going to throw some glue on this Pauldron piece here, because I just want it to stick out straight like that. I don't want it to have the flex in it anymore that we were giving it before. So either I'm just going to put like some Velcro pieces like here and there to hold it down so that it still has some kind of flex, and if we want to, we can like un-Velcro it, I guess. But either that or I'm just going to glue it down straight to it. I might do the Velcro just to give kind of more of a look that it's like sitting on top of the leather and not like glued down tight to it. But anyway, so basically just to get it to hold out straight like that. And then this, we'll just throw some contact cement on it and wrap it around there. But cool, cool. So yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty good, guys. I'm excited about it. And then we'll have the drop down part that'll come down. There will be this piece, and that'll overlap another piece that'll kind of like come and wrap around the arm. So, all right, let's see. Last, we've got 4 minutes. Just fire away with all your questions. How about now? No, the picture still hasn't changed, wowza, sorry. Maybe I need to refresh. Hopefully this doesn't like destroy my live stream. Refreshing. I think it should be good, right? Maybe. People watching. That's not good. But it says I'm live. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Go to channel. Nice. Yeah, now I'm not seeing your new picture on the stream, but I went to your channel and then I'm seeing the new one. Cool. All right, then Don says, I will use it to make a mold for a hand. What I need for a figure. Cool. What's your glasses prescription? Just wanted to know for randomness. Good question. It's not too bad. Like, I can see fine without my glasses. It's just really small on my computer screen, if you're wondering why I'm squinting all the time, even with my glasses on looking at the screen. It's just a small computer screen. Sometimes I'll read it up on my big screen over here, but you can see I'll like move my hand into place to try to read what's on the feed that you guys are seeing. Because sometimes it doesn't show up very well. But yeah, I don't know. It's not too bad. It's like, I don't even remember. I need to go back and get another prescription, so I'm not sure. Without yours, you're legally blind. Wow. Man, yeah, I can't. Sometimes I'll get up in the morning and I'm about to walk out of the door before I realize I don't have my glasses on. So I'm nearsighted, right? So it's just things far away that I can't see. So around my house and stuff, I can see most everything clear enough where I don't notice. But then as soon as I go out into the garage or outside or something, I'm like, wait a second. The stuff further away isn't as clear as it usually is. And then I have to grab my glasses real quick or something. But Don asked if I'd seen the last Star Wars movie. I have. And now I think if I'm C the artist has seen it, I think everyone on here probably has seen it now. So if you've seen it, Don, I've seen it, but I don't know who else has it. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, so no spoilers. I give everybody at least until it like comes out on DVD before I start like talking spoilers. So, also, what do you do for your main occupation? So I'm a graphic designer, videographer by day, and YouTuber by night. So, yeah, my day job is graphic design and videography. So that's fun. It helps with building my YouTube channel. So, cool. CC Wiz is back just in time for us to end the stream, CC Wiz. So it just hit 11 o'clock. I don't know if you guys heard the alarm go off there. Little Anakin Skywalker's also telling us that it's 11 o'clock. It's time to end. If you push his head down, it glows. I don't know if he says anything. Wouldn't that be sweet if he's like, I have the high ground, or something. But anyway, yeah, sorry, CC Wiz. But yeah, you guys, that was so much fun. Like I've said before, I love hanging out with you every time. Oh, somebody just jumped on too. What's up? Hey, thanks for the comment on the voting thing there, Sumbo. Yeah, that was sweet. That was my first post on the community board. It gave me the ability not too long ago. I guess I qualified now. I think they have like different, they're kind of slowly rolling it out to different channels. And so I have access to that now. So that was super cool. And I'm like, let's do a poll. Let's find out what people want me to make. So I appreciate your comment on there. You're awesome. Oh, CC Wiz, it's only 10 at your time. I know. I started at 9 o'clock my time here, and we just go 2 hours for the live stream. So, Don, I do live streams on Thursdays. I know my channel says Saturdays. I need to change the graphic on there, but we do it Thursday nights at around 8:30, between 8:30 and 9 Mountain Standard Time. So you can do the calculations from there for time zones, I guess. But yeah, I start at around 8:30 my time here, Mountain Standard Time, on Thursday nights. And for the most part, I hit every Thursday. With the holidays lately, I've missed a couple. But for the most part, you can count on pretty consistently every Thursday night us having that live stream. And we go for about 2 hours each time. So, yeah, Sumbo, sorry you missed basically everything. We're ending now. Design my own Black Panther helmet and integrate both into it. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I'm always torn between like myself wanting to get like the prop to look exactly right to the show or the movie or whatever, to wanting to also use my own like
creative things and come up with my own stuff. So that's where it's nice, where I'm kind of like, hey, I'm just going to design my own character and we'll build a Pauldron for him. But let's see. Yeah, combination between the classic and the new one. That would be sweet. Welby, it's still up because it's not midnight yet. It'll close down at midnight tonight. So if you go to my channel page, you just go to go on YouTube, just go to the Cosplay Apprentice, like my channel, like page. I don't know what else to call it. There's those little tabs at the top. There's like videos, playlists, blah blah blah. Community is one of those. If you go to community, I can now do like chats outside of video, so it's not related to any particular video anymore. I can just like send out a post like, hey guys, what do you think I should do on my next build? Or hey guys, I found this cool picture of this, or hey, I saw this cool video where this guy makes this, and I can share that with you guys, just with the whole community there, and it's not associated to any video, so that's super cool. I can make announcements that way of like, hey, I'm going to Salt Lake Comic Con, you guys come see me, so I don't have to have a video that I put out with it, you know. So yeah, if you haven't seen the poll yet, hop on there. I'm letting you guys decide whether I make the Black Panther helmet from Civil War, Captain America Civil War, kind of his debut helmet of Black Panther, or as we've seen in the trailer for the Black Panther that comes out in February, he has a new suit with a new mask, a new helmet. I mean, there's a lot of similarities, but there's some differences. It's kind of got more of like a little bit of the puffy, not puffy, but kind of more of the rounded like cat kind of cheeks, I guess, face. It looks a little bit more cat-like in some ways than the other one, but I like both of them. I think there's really cool aspects of each, and so I'm kind of like, hey, I'll let you guys decide. You tell me what you want me to make, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's my next big build video that I'm putting together, is Black Panther mask, and I'll have a tutorial. I'll have a template with it on that will be available on my web store to buy the template to be able to make it yourself as well. So, wow, Welby 104 your time. Wowza's sitting at midnight already there. This is so cool, you guys, that we can just all hop on and be like from all over the world. Don's in Chile. 3:05 a.m. for you. Oh man, that's crazy. But this is so cool, you guys. The internet is amazing. YouTube is awesome. That we're all like hanging out from like across the world right here. This is so sweet. Anyway, okay. Well, I've gone like almost 10 minutes over the 2-hour allotment. There's no like actual time limit, but I just kind of set the 2 hours because I would just keep going, and I don't want to make the replays too long for people to get through. But well, thank you guys so much. Sorry, Sunboli, that you just came in 3:05 p.m. in Korea for Sunbo. Man, it's crazy. 3:05 p.m. Like you're on the next day already. That's so crazy. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for your comments and your interaction. I always love hanging out with you guys, chatting, hanging out. Hopefully you guys are thinking this Pauldron's pretty cool. Hopefully it's teaching you some different techniques, teaching you about some different materials. That's kind of the goal of being able to kind of just go through this and take the time to answer questions as we're going through. I know it's taken us a little while to get it built because of that, but I hope it's beneficial for you guys. I love answering questions and being able to help teach you guys what I've learned. And then I learned a ton of stuff from you guys too. So like, it's always a win-win. But Happy New Year to everybody. Thanks, Welby. Happy New Year. 5:08 p.m. in Australia for Sarah Callie. Welcome. Sarah Callie, shout out to you in Australia. That's awesome. Make sure to go to the link below and join our ask to join our private Facebook page. It's called the Build Guild, and we kind of all can hang out there and like share our build progress, ask questions,
get feedback on our projects and all kinds of fun stuff. So just a great little environment for our community to just kind of hang out, help each other progress and learn and share cool things that we learn and everything. So yeah, Sumbo, make sure to watch the replay. You can use the speed up, the 2 times speed and everything. But yeah, all right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, check out my other videos in the meantime, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Oh, get the link for the clear moldable plastic. So, yeah. I haven't used the clear moldable plastic myself, so I don't know if it's any good or anything, but I'll put that link in the description of the video for you. Hold on. And I will give you clear moldable plastic. Anticlimactic ending, everybody. There's the Amazon link. Okay, cool. It should be there. I know, right? Nice outro. It's like, we're done. Psych, we're not done. Oh yeah, it's the last stream of 2017. Holy cow, I didn't even think about that. Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys next year. Crazy, crazy. All right. See ya. Bye-bye. Now this is for real. This is the real outro this time. Come on. It's like I can't hit the button stop.